We were just reminiscing, because Coin Drop, obviously, is very similar to Tipping Point. We love it. It's why it's so great. And Joel just reminded me that you came on Tipping Point Lucky Stars a good few years ago now.
Yeah, it was quite a while ago. And I remember I wore Converse and I had jeans with, like, rips in it. And we were on the show, we was filming, and I remember Ben going, and at what point are you going to get changed? Because...
It's prime time, baby.
You sweet talker.
And it didn't do him any harm, though. Look at him now.
Look at him now.
Look at him
So
now.
lovely to see you both. You look glowing. It was so... your beard, it was a contentious subject. I messaged you and I said, the beard looks so good.
Thank you.
And it was a huge vote. It was the biggest vote since Brexit. Everyone was talking about it. And I thought it looked absolutely fantastic. And then you shave it off and then you go... You know what? It does look better without.
Oh, really?
I think you look youthful.
And that was the point that my mum kept making, and a lot of the people... So we allowed the viewers to make the decision, and they rightly sort of chose what they wanted. Wasn't necessarily what we wanted. And it does take a few years off you. You're thinking about... I mean, you're 10 years younger than me, though.
It's got no grey, though, left.
My wife would divorce me if I shaved my beard off.
Oh, really?
My chin looks so odd. And my chin doesn't suit the lower half of my... Basically, I started being on telly and doing well in my career when I started having a beard, and that is no coincidence.
Really?
It's a lucky charm.
That is no coincidence. I've got an odd chin that just goes to the left.
So the bottom of your face doesn't match the top of the face? And
Absolutely not.
Whose is it?
Absolutely. I don't know whose it is, but it's very strange. Keep the beard.
Well, definitely don't shave it off by tomorrow.
Got to keep it for that, yeah. I really do. It's a big night.
It's a very big night. How are you prepping? Are you doing vocal exercises, stretching, watching every single Oscars, Emmys known to Matt? What's going on?
It's so much pressure. It really is so much pressure, but I've really tried to not think of how much pressure it is, because if you think about what actually is happening in the way that there's 5 million people watching at home, 15,000 people in the O2, and you're performing to everyone here who are your friends and your colleagues and, like, everyone who's great in the industry, you can't think about any of that. You just got to think about just, like, what you get through it, read the auto cue, have fun. Yes. And that's what I always forget to do. I always forget. I forget to have fun.
Oh, there was something else I was supposed to do.
It's so hard because there's all this stuff. And I get to the end, I'm like, oh, I forgot to have fun.
But this is the fourth one you've done.
Yes.
Is it getting a bit easier?
It is a little bit. It is a little bit. But we've thrown something in the mix to make it a little bit harder for myself. And
is this the opening?
So it's in the opening, I thought, we need to mix it up a bit. Let's freshen it up, guys.
That looks dangerous.
You know?
Right
Did you like what I did, these little clicks?
That looks dangerous.
Maybe I've been rehearsing these clicks, guys.
Hold on, I think I know. Because I listen to the podcast, your podcast with Hannah, as you know, and she's always the fountain of wisdom and knowledge when it comes to you performing.
Yes.
She always thinks outside the box. So you were talking about doing a corporate somewhere and you're really struggling with the room. You're really struggling with the energy in the room. And she had a brilliant idea, which I think you may be employing tomorrow night. This is what she said.
I was like, OK, energy is low. Let's try and pick this up.
Have you ever tried a Mexican wave?
Yes.
I think, like, everyone loves a Mexican wave. I'm thinking, like, you're trying too hard with the words. Maybe bring more
what's
physical.
Funny? There's nothing funny about Mexican wave.
Everyone loves...
Yeah, but...
If you did a survey
I'm a comedian.
Yeah, but I think if you're struggling on the intro, just go, OK, none of this is working. Right, guys, up on your feet.
I love the clap. Come on, let's go.
Oh, see?
Yeah, see the clicks.
So if tomorrow night he starts with the Mexican wave, or if things are struggling, lean on that. Lean on the advice from your missus.
If at any point during the NTA tomorrow night a Mexican wave happens, I'm struggling.
I think you need to call on him as well. Like, literally go, Sheps, I see you, on your feet.
I'm in Hannah's corner with the Mexican wave.
Start the Mexican wave. You're really good. It's going to be like... I'm not gonna say what I'm doing for the opening, but it's going to be very different.
It's not a Mexican wave,
and it's not a Mexican wave. Trust me, a Mexican wave would be much easier to rehearse. That's a tease. That's a tease.
Exciting.
Yeah.
Shoulders.
His shoulders. It might feature a bit of Anton de Beek. I didn't say that. I didn't say that. I didn't say it. I didn't say it, ITV.
Thumb screws, we needed the rest.
It's a big week for you this week, though, because you've got this, you've got wedding anniversary, you've got birthdays as well.
Wow. I know, it's Wild's first birthday, and the problem is, now I've had the NTAs for the last 4 years, which has pretty much ruined our wedding anniversary. pretty much every year because my brain's not in it and I'm trying to think of all the NTA stuff. And now it's Wilde's birthday as well. And I feel bad because the anniversary, that's the one that gets sort of pushed to the side. But it's mad to think it's been a year that I've had a human.
I mean, it's an amazing moment, isn't it? That year of having this bundle of madness.
He's now standing up. He's like standing up. He's not walking. He doesn't understand why he would need to walk because he crawls.
Yeah.
But he's standing up by himself and he sort of sways around.
I saw him dancing the other day. That was cute.
He looks like someone at the after party of the NTAs, basically.
Yes, for sure, probably us. And then I saw you hosting this morning. Your mum was on. She was trimming her lavender.
Yep.
Nothing she doesn't know.
Yes.
And also, you were getting a bit of a soft spot. You know what I mean?
No.
For little girls' shoes.
Oh, yes.
Oh, yes. Yeah.
So, we've just mentioned Wild. Could we put that on the schedule as well for like this week at some point?
Yeah, you've got to put that in.
We've got to put that in the schedule because I've got to work around jobs and stuff. That's the difficult thing.
That's so romantic.
It was so funny. It was one of those beautiful moments on this morning where me and Rochelle were doing this thing about kids going back to school and there was these little girls' shoes and I was just like, oh, I have a daughter. And I said something like, Hannah, I'm on my way home. Something like that. And then, you guys will have it all the time. This is what's beautiful about this show. You say something on live telly and you're like, oh, no, I really said that, didn't I? I said,
that was your outside
this
voice.
is really bad. I really shouldn't have said that on live telly. But that's what makes this show so... I love hosting this show.
Isn't it, Pam?
Honestly, you guys have the best job and the best team work behind the scenes on this. It's so fantastic.
All right.
They've demolished the career.
Yeah.
I remember one day, it was like we interviewed Brian May, who talked loads about badgers, and then we immediately had to talk about women's fertility, and you're just like, gear change.
From badgers to...
It's unbelievable.
Very similar.
It is in many ways. But you
similar.
navigated that brilliantly, and there's everything else that's going on. The podcast's going to carry on, though, the two of you. I mean, it's so joyous to watch the two of you.
Oh, thank you, Ben. It's so nice of you.
Gladiators?
Yeah, we did.
Question mark?
Gladiators, question mark. We did that with Rob Beckett, the Celebrity Gladiators. And
going up against Rob.
Against Rob.
That seems a little harsh on Rob.
See, you think this, right? Right? And this is why everyone's going to watch it. It's going to be fantastic. Rob has such strong legs. Rob Beckett is 90% legs, 10% teeth.
It's the perfect balance.
Perfect balance. He's got this strong core, whereas people can't knock him over. Whereas I'm just a feather. People just I get knocked all over the shop.
We will look forward to seeing that battle happen.
We're going to try and get the secrets out of Joel over the break. You take a look at the weather. We're going to get the
NTAs tomorrow, 8 o'clock on ITV1 and ITVX.
Come on.
I'll see you there.
Lean in. Tell us more.
Oh, hello. Thank you for visiting our This Morning YouTube channel. We upload tons of new content every single day. So hit the subscribe button, like all the videos, and don't miss out. We'll see you in the morning.